I had separation anxiety from my sister. I went through doubting even my voice and the tonality of it, wondering if people even think me on my own is interesting enough to listen to. I went through, do people even just want to see me on the stage? Like, our group is so special. What if people just think it's not anything?
What's going on, guys? My name is Brew. It's another Audacy check-in, this time with the one and only Chlöe. What's going on?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Doing so good.
Great.
We're neighbors. You're in the studio, and we're so excited you're here. How's life? How's everything been lately?
Life has been exciting. Life has been hectic and crazy. I have an album coming, so it's like album time.
March 31st in
March
pieces.
31st,
Oh my gosh,
yes.
It's so exciting. What are the feelings before you put out an album? Like, what's going through your body right now?
I've been working on this music for so long. It's been so close to my heart. And finally, people are going to get a peek into who Chlöe is and my heart and my mind and my innermost, deepest, darkest thoughts.
Yeah.
So it's a little nerve-wracking, but I hope this project brings healing for people when they listen just as much as it healed me creating it.
Wow, it's so interesting. Is that kind of like the theme for the album? It's almost like healing, or is it more so opening up yourself to the world?
Definitely. The theme of the project is definitely about self-love and figuring that out through heartbreak, whether it's, with someone you're in a relationship with, a romantic relationship, or even friends and family. When you go through situations and in life and, you go through people stabbing you in the back, you go through learning that you can't trust people you thought you could always trust, it does a lot to you and your mental and your self-identity. And I created this project and really was so vulnerable and honest because I can't expect people's intentions to be as honest and real as mine are. And that's gotten me into a lot of trouble. And because of that, I was like, you know what? There's nothing wrong with how I love. I just have to set healthy boundaries. And that's really what the project is about.
Missy Elliott, how does that happen?
Man, I'm just so grateful. She sent her verse the morning of Super Bowl. I heard her voice for 2 seconds. I fell out on the floor crying for 20 minutes. I couldn't believe that she graced a song of mine.
I can't imagine that email coming through. You're just like, what's the subject line? Like,
it wasn't even an email. I got a text from her.
So it's an audio?
I got
like
a
voice?
text from her and voice memos. And I was like, oh my gosh.
How is it preparing and like working on an album when you used to perform with someone, obviously your sister,
Yes.
like the process of creating with someone and then on your own, how's the prep kind of change?
The prep really didn't change physically because with our group albums, like I would engineer us, I would produce our records, things like that, and we'd write the songs together. So from the technical aspect, nothing really changed.
Yeah.
From the emotional and mental aspect, a lot changed.
Yeah.
I had separation anxiety from my sister. I went through doubting even my voice and the tonality of it, wondering if people even think me on my own is interesting enough to listen to. I went through, do people even just want to see me on the stage? Like, our group is so special. What if people just think it's not anything? So I went through a lot of self-doubt. And, people even in my personal life telling me I couldn't do it and I'd never be able to make a project or anything like that. So it was a lot of trials and tribulations mentally that I had to overcome to finally be able to present this body of work. So it's more than just like, oh, you're going to hear these songs I put together. It's my life in this body, to be honest with you.
Did you ever hit her up to be like, I'm hitting a wall, or like I need some inspo?
All the time.
Really...
All the time. We're constantly spilling tea. So when we spill tea, that's where I get my inspiration from. I also get my inspiration from tea happening in my life.
Of course, have to.
Woo!
So much tea.
And I'm regretting my 12-year-old self for always saying, oh God, let me go through a few heartbreaks so I can write about it.
What was I thinking?
And I'm like, girl, what the hell? But
not worth it.
Now we have in pieces.
What would you tell younger Chlöe now?
What I would tell younger Chlöe now is that you're beautiful and you're worthy, and to believe in yourself and stop putting yourself on the back burner for others. I think that's what I'd tell myself because I'm just now learning it now. And I think if I believed in myself a little sooner, I would have saved myself some heartbreak.
How crazy your sister's going to be a Barbie.
Right? I was telling her the other day, I was like, Hallie, you have no idea what you're doing for everyone around the world, not just like little girls and boys, but people can see you and say, I can be whatever I want to be, no matter what the world tells me, where I come from. I can do it if I put my mind to it. And I'm just incredibly proud of her. There couldn't have been a more perfect Ariel, and people will see her light and her talent that she has always possessed since she was young, what I've always seen right in front of me growing up in the house in Atlanta for years. So I'm truly proud of her.
Congrats on everything. You're doing a million things.
Thanks.
You were in the room with SZA, Rosalia,
Yes.
not too long ago. Did you get
Yeah.
any words in with them?
Yes. So for Billboard Women in Music, I was so happy to be there in that atmosphere and in that space amongst these incredible women. And I feel like it was the perfect time for me to just really get inspired right before I'm dropping this project. And, you know, seeing Rosalia accept her award for Producer of the Year, I was like, yes, that was one of my favorite awards seeing, because me being a producer, anytime I meet any other fellow female producers, engineers, you know, anybody in that field where it's really male dominated and where women don't get the shine like that, I was like so excited. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
You know, because there are so many female producers and there's so many women dominating this field, but we're not often given the platform to showcase our skills. So it's not that there's a lack of us, it's just that there's a lack of visibility.
Absolutely. Would you rather win an award for a song, like you being the voice of it, or like for a producer role?
Well, this is what my mind's thinking. At first, I was going to say I'd rather win an award, like a Grammy for a producer award, right? Mm-hmm. But why would I say that? Well, no, I can still say that now because I produced on In Pieces. I'm the executive producer on it.
Yeah.
I produced like 12 out of the 14 songs on there I was a part of.
Wild.
So I'm like, you know, maybe. I want to win both.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you're doing a million things. I want to ask you, I'm working with one of your role models, Donald Glover. Like, is that nerve-wracking? Like, what
Yes.
do you learn from someone like that?
So I think, was it the year 2018, on my vision board, I put a photo of him next to a script on my vision board.
Of course it was a dream board, or not the dream board, but you know, the...
Because I've always been his biggest fan, because he balances music and acting and screenwriting so well. And because that's my love of both, I was like, I want to do it like that too.
I'm going to get the dates right in my head. Album, March 31st, tour, April 11th. Got it? What else is going on? Anything you want to shout out to your fans?
Yes. I have a movie, Praise This, dropping on Peacock, April 7th.
Man.
It's with Drewski and Quavo and Mac
Love
Wiles
that.
and everybody. I'm really excited about that. I played this girl named Sam. And she's an aspiring musician, and you know, she's just figuring her way out through life, and she gets forced to go to Atlanta with her cousin and her family, and it's a mess.
Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it.
Thanks. This was fun.
Yeah, amazing.